squirrel or a mouse knocked those down off the shelf. We keep what are those things, mothballs in here over the winter all the time. Actually, we had a big pack rat problem season ago. And then in the corner we just lean up a chair, walking stick, and there's some antlers there to hang a coat on. The raised boardwalk I made. This year the water was right over it all the way. So a lot of water in the lake system here this year. First 2 years I couldn't come out here, and then I decided to make the path. 2 or 3 years even. Good log to walk out for water at the end of the season when it's, so I don't have to walk out to down the path to the dock, a little closer to camp. So yeah, this all dries up and gets really tall reeds, and you can't see the lake once they're growing. Yeah, I just used all the sticks from windfall to make this trail, and then covered it with duff, all the duff I sweep up every spring. So this is a little channel. This is just where snow melts off the section of the hill here. It's not like a running creek. And yeah, it comes up down there. It's already stopped running. But this always stays open. You can bring a canoe in. Down the lake. So yeah, like I say, this gets all reeds. So I filled this in, so I got a little landing for the canoe. And because it was a little low, it would get wet in the spring. So yeah, I filled that in nicely. So what, out of those 4 pieces of wood that I brought over, I split up some pieces that will cut up really nice and simple and easy and good for kindling. These ones are kind of, you know, ones that were a little knotty and you can't make kindling on them. They have knots, so these are a size that can go on after the fire started. And then here are bigger pieces that can go on after those last ones that also have knots and won't split very well. And then larger pieces next that won't split well. So that's how you get your firewood all prepped. Some hail Jen's on the dock. She caught a fish. She's coming in. And she lost one that was jumping in the air. Good spring fishing. Just little hales popping off the ground there. Just putting around, cleaning up the camp. Spring cleaning, sweeping the trails in the camp. I should have kept it playing. The sound was neat. It slowed, it moved. It stopped here and moved down the lake. You can hear it. It just swished through. I hate making fires with kindling. Look at that, Jen caught 2 good ones. Well, we're drying off, fire's going, clothes are hanging up. Gonna spray paint my horseshoes at the horseshoe pit because they keep getting lost in the forest. Well, I've swept camp from there, all in camp. The path that gets maintained just goes that far. It's sand. I made past a couple inches of sand. A lot of slime. There we go. In BC, you need 8 liters of water or a shovel. I fill up this whole bucket and have a shovel. And I brought up a fire pickaxe this weekend to leave up. So just have to sweep up the entranceway there. You can see I kind of started at the top there, coming down. Got a little seating area and a coat rack area to sweep up. Top of the lean-to and the path to the food bucket. Sweep that all up. And then next we'll be raking 35 foot radius of all camp all the way around from this food bucket to down to the lake and across the other side and up to the horseshoe pit area, all raked up. Another thing I did when I made camp here is broke off all the bottom branches of the trees and pulled up all the dead little trees. So it's a pretty clean area. This is the horseshoe pit. It's just up from where we were. That end over there is up from where we were at the food bucket. And it's all raked just up through here. Keep it all raked and cleaned. I'll be picking all this up and everything that fell through the winter. It's pretty clean actually. And right through there. Just keep it all nice and clean. I would like to put another run in here alongside of the horseshoe pit for shooting my bow and arrow. Have the bag at that end, and then behind me have a knife throwing area and a backboard. So if we just pop out of this area here, this goes out up to the vehicle, but there's a little loading area I made for getting ready to head out at the end of a trip. I mean, station everything here, get all organized and packed, all our bags, stuff, while we're cleaning as we go and cleaning up camp, turn on the trail cams. So for instance, that'll all get raked in there, all up outside around from the main entrance in, from my gate actually in, down to just the inside of that tree line, straight across, all down in there, gets raked all nice and clean for fire hazard. Then in the front of my camp here, our camp, I'm gonna get all through in there, again, all out through there, all the way down to that front water, all in here behind my path there. Yep, from between here and the water, all in here. And then just up and through. This is going to be a grit station. I'm going to buy grit or fine gravel and fill it up for the grouse. I get grouse on the trail, and I've been getting them down here in the last year. So it's not bad. I got the idea from Martin at Martin's Cabin, North Woodsman 01. If you don't like an old man in a cabin and walking trails and all that, then there's something wrong with you. Check him out, man. I watched all his videos, all his old ones when I found them, and I just went through the list. Took a long time. So yeah, I just got the roof to finish, and this was I started last season, so I'll finish it up and this year and see how it goes. Watch grouse all the time, just for viewing, not hunting, and that's what he does. He's a big bird guy, Martin. Yeah, check him out. He's exciting life of trapping and hunting, and now just relaxing. The hole is just a hole I dug to get sand to make this. I needed sand. It's all sand here. So I'll fill that in with a bunch of twigs and stuff and branches from the forest, and then a foot of duff over top, and then some sand and dirt from another hole. Pack it down good. So yeah, a whole total of 6 years having fun down here. It's great. You get away from everyone when the campsites are full on long weekends, and nice and quiet and peaceful and private, and lots of wildlife around. Here's my dock. It's not mine. It's I found it after a few years already of having my lean-to here. This is beaver chewed that off or something or other there, and yeah, but yeah, someone put all that plywood down and made little boat tie-ups onto it and everything. And all of this was chewed up too. When I first saw it a couple years ago, I actually thought someone was cutting it to sit here and have a view and eat. But then I looked closer, and it's all gnawed off, those two little bushes there. Crazy, eh? Chipmunk. It's way in the back. They'll crawl over us in the morning and wake us up. You wake up in the morning, they'll be looking at you, running over your sleeping bag. They love the bird seed.
Come here, honey. Come on. I got some here. Here we go. There we go.
And they'll let you pick them up.
There we go. You want to come up? Come on. Come on. Up. Up.
We've only been down 2 times all winter, so I gotta work him in. He won't jump up yet. And they'll jump up. I'll be sitting there splitting wood, kneeling down, cutting kindling, I mean. And they'll jump on my shoulder and run around the brim of my hat. Jen went fishing again. it lightened up. It's just starting to sprinkle again now, but oh, she's calling. And I've done some raking. I'll show you what I cleaned up. Flip the screen here. So in front of the camp, I raked up just up to the front of the grit station. Like I say, eventually that'll all get raked through there. Hardly any windfall this year. And I raked in here. Cleaned up along the side there. Just out about, not too far. So, you know, I don't think you even need to really do a rake up. Like, look at it. This just needles. I tell you, usually there's a mess. Fishing rod hangs on there. Kindling in there. And a little pad I made at the back there just to put stuff or whatever. Work stuff. My plastic shovel hangs on that hook. My rake hangs over there. And this is the Christmas tree. So, starting at the bottom, Tim Horton to go coffee cup. A in the store coffee cup. Granny's off of her Christmas tree. This Granny gave me when I was like 5 or something. 4, 5, no, 6, 7. I don't know. Me and my brother each got one. They each have different ones. Fishing reel. It spins. It's pretty cool. This I made when I was in preschool. I remember they just give it to you and you paint it. And I remember getting help painting it. I have a good memory. I was been 4 when I made that. Oh, what else was it? Oh, and the paddle. I just bought that at a novelty shop. It's a keychain as well. And then this carved wooden beaver. It was from Jen's sister-in-law. I don't remember if she bought it or made it or bought it from a friend that made it. Or it's pretty cool. Cool enough to go on the Christmas tree to lean to. I like it. Those crows are going crazy again. Anyway, Jen just hollered over and said she caught another. Yeah, we have little radios, but I left them out in the rain. I thought they were meant for the rain, it'd be okay, but mine started making a noise, so we're hollering. Echoes across pretty good. She's not too far away. She's safe. She's got a bear spray and a big knife. The reason for the fencing is just to keep myself in from the forest. And you know, I know I've made a print here, but ooh, something big, tannerite, but I'm taking care of it. Did you hear that boom? And you know, you're allowed to go to the forest and make a camp. Clothes hanging. Oh, there she is, it's Jen. Yeah, the fire. Jen's 3 fish cooking up with onions all wrapped up in there and seasoning. We didn't bring a lot of stuff. There's some fresh fish. Jen's fish. Good morning, it's about 7 o'clock. That's where I slept. I don't get to sleep in my lean-to anymore. Oh well, I got to sleep in it every weekend for the first 3 or 4 years or so. It doesn't fit 2 people. It's not very well. Maybe in the summer, you know, but not in the winter with all your layers and everything and the bivvies and all that. So, the fire axe pick is the new change to the lean-to this spring. Well, everyone, it's Sunday, 4 o'clock, just the one night for this long weekend. We're going to go home, and tomorrow we're going to buy some flowers and stuff for the patio. All right, thank you very much for watching. See ya.